So I'm starting a new project here now that the snow's kind of gone. I have here a wheelbarrow that I got, and I'm going to use it as a fire pit. I started off by using that, by propping it up, and then as you can see, I'm building a fire in it now right there. But I end up changing it out. I end up using something else, which I think it was a way better idea. Wait till you see that. But I have these two metal sheets kind of off to the side as well. And the idea there is to just kind of contain the heat and push it forward to where I'm sitting, but also to anything that kind of pops or sparks off out of the sides, I can contain that as well. And yeah, so this project here, it was a fun one to kind of build out. Wait till you see the finished product, definitely. All right, I think I got to rearrange. I'm using this old wheelbarrow, but I think I got to do something different. Use this thing here, right there. See that? Kind of getting thrown out, but see that? Kind of open it, close it. I just gotta set it into the ground. I think I'm gonna use that instead. That. Yeah. I'll just have to figure out a way to set it. But for now, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna rearrange that. went ahead and built myself a little contraption here. Look at this. This is like the end of March. We've been getting some nice weather. Look at this, dude. We got another snowstorm. They said 6 to 8 inches. Yeah, I'd say so. It's a rainy day today. So now that winter is essentially over, I can feel the shift in energy. Just like everything else, we come back to life. I'm forcing myself into getting into a bit of fitness, lifting every day. Nothing crazy. I'm not going all out, just some basic arm curls using this empty 30-pound propane tank. It's what I got up here on this mountain. And it's quite delightful. You feel good after every workout, you know, pushing myself into it. It's a bit different from creating one of these videos if I'm not feeling the creative flow, as I mentioned before. But nonetheless, aside from that, I'm really excited to get back in the hiking mountains. There's something about keeping good physical shape that also helps your mental health as well. Sort of the syrup for the flapjacks, you know what I mean? But I hope everyone out there is smiling. Yeah, just feed the progression, y'all. So I ended up downtown Whitefield here, just right down the road, and I noticed there was this empty shop, and it had this book display in it, this kind of swirly cave book display, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I guess that little section of building was being renovated into a coffee shop, and the owner of the building actually had saw me taking my shots, so he approached me and we started talking to each other, and he let me into his shop, and he was showing me around and what he planned on doing with the coffee shop and renovating the apartments upstairs, and that he wants to paint the exterior of the entire building, which is a really big project. But he had me look at something on the side of the building and asked me to give him a number on it so I can paint it. and whatnot. So, Rob, if you're watching this, what's up? I'm sure we'll be working together soon. Thanks for subscribing, homie. You know, I'm always thinking about feeding the progression, taking the steps to, and just getting better, trying to implement certain things and tactics into my life, you know what I mean? And a lot of it is just mental, easier said than done, people are different on how they handle things, going through like challenges and whatnot, you know what I mean? Some challenges are easy to get through, some are harder. So, where do you go from there, you know what I mean? I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling as I chop up my kindling, some of the things I always think about, like positive thinking, laws of attraction and whatnot. Yeah, so the idea of the power of positive thinking, a while ago I had like years and years ago I had this job at this recycling plant, the conveyor belt that you have to separate the wood and pull out all the trash and metal and whatnot, and a lot of books had came in, and this one tiny little red book from like 1945 was, I wish I still had it, but it was like from Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. I think it was like an original copy from like 1944 or 45 called The Power of Positive Thinking. I wish I still had that. And so, but I've been listening to a podcast lately, and they're talking about success. And like it doesn't matter what it is, whatever you want to achieve and whatever you want in life, fill in the blank, you know what I mean? Whatever it is for you. And the idea is that you can have it, you know what I mean? And like, and so the idea that's talked about is that, like manifesting it, but at the same time, it's like even if you haven't yet achieved the goal, like the idea is to have it in your mind that you already have it. Like whatever it is that you want, it's like you already have it, and then it will come true for you. Now, maybe not right away. It could take some time. It could take years before you see the success. I don't know. You know what I mean? But then like the idea is like the manifestation part of it is I'm not sure if a lot of people will get confused with the whole manifestation thing, but it's like where the idea is that you think about something so hard or so strongly that you manifest it and then into your life and then it happens. But I mean it's more than that, you know what I mean? You can't just like sit around and think of an achievement and then it will come true. Like you still have to get out there and do the work and bust your ass for it, you know what I mean? Well, that's sort of like the kind of kick that I'm on lately, is just listening to successful people talk. And it doesn't matter whether you're a successful actor, musician, it doesn't even matter what avenue of success you have, like, because you could take like 10 successful people and they all have different careers that they have success in, and obviously each one of their journeys will be completely different of how they got there, but they still all say the same thing, you know what I mean? And this, like the one same thing that they all talk about is just truly wanting something, to the point where failure is not an option, and you spend all your time thinking about it and working towards this goal. And one of the things that's talked about is selfishness. Like whatever it is you want to do, you know what I mean? Like like you have to have this level of selfishness to where your friends and family barely see you, or maybe not at all. Um, if you have a girlfriend or wife at home, she barely sees you because you're out there spending every waking minute and moment working towards this goal, and and sort of friends and family or whatever just kind of get put aside because you're so focused on this journey. So there's like this like level of selfishness, but once you grind it out and make it, then you can kind of like, you still have to work hard to maintain it once you achieve it, but maybe not as much so, you know what I mean? And you just kind of fall back and like relax a hell of a lot more, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like once you actually achieve the goal, you know what I mean? But you know, yeah. So that's sort of like this, this kind of what like the kind of like the mental state that I'm in right now, you know what I mean? stay tuned if you want to see some funky flavor. And yeah, just remember, yeah, it's all good, baby. Yeah, I think this right here is the point where I'm gonna do a slow-mo walk and then let the camera kind of fade out, you know what I mean? All right, here we go.